Hey flippers, it's Miss T here again, and this is lesson 2 of my lesson series about how to read an analog clock. So thanks for joining me today. If you don't know the parts of an analog clock, I suggest you go back and watch video 1, but if you do know all of the parts of an analog clock, join me in learning how to tell the time to hours today. So we're going to look today about where the minute hand needs to be, where the hour hand needs to be, and how to say and write the time to hours. So that's the o'clock times that we're looking at in this lesson today. So, when it's an o'clock time, the minute hand, that's the red one, will always point exactly straight up to the 12. And yes, I know that my little arrows aren't always the most perfect, but you know what? You can forgive me and we'll just roll with it, okay? And the hour hand, the little blue one, if you remember, it's the short one that only goes halfway to the edge of the clock. Whichever number it's pointing to, that is the hour. So on this example here, we have the red minute hand and it is pointing straight up to the top to the 12. And we also have the blue hour hand and it's pointing straight out at the 7. So that means that this clock is showing 7 o'clock. So let's do another one together to practice this new skill that we have learned. So let's look at this new example. There's the minute hand, the red one. It's pointing straight up to the top, straight up to the 12. So that tells us that it's an o'clock time. Now we look at the shorter blue hour hand and it's pointing straight out to the 4. So that means that it's 4 o'clock. Now it's time for you to have a go at some on your own. So pause the video where you need to, think it through for yourself, and then restart the video to check how you did. So have a look at this clock. Use what you know to know what time it is. That's right, flippers, it's 3 o'clock. The red minute hand is pointing straight up to the 12 and the blue hour hand is pointing straight out to the 3. Let's try another one. What time is it, flippers? So with the minute hand pointing straight up to the 12 and the hour hand pointing exactly at the 11, that makes it 11 o'clock. Let's do another one. What time is it, flippers? With the red minute hand pointing straight up to the 12 and the blue hour hand pointing exactly to the 5, then that makes it 5 o'clock. All right, last one. What time is it, flippers? With the red minute hand pointing straight up to the 12 and with the blue hour hand also pointing to the 12, then that makes it 12 o'clock. So if that's been as many practices as you need to be confident, then yay for you. If not, have another go at doing some more. If you would like to try doing it on your computer, you can do the same as me. You can go to Google and you can find a picture of a blank clock face. You can even find some really cool automated ones. Go and have a search, see what you've got. Otherwise, just use the clocks in your house, and every time you see that red minute hand, not all clocks have a red one, but you know what I mean. When you see that long minute hand pointing straight up to the 12, look at where the short hour hand is pointing, and that is the o'clock or the hour time. So what we've looked at in this lesson, where the minute hand needs to be, straight up at the 12. Where the hour hand needs to be, pointing exactly to one of the numbers around the outside, and we say that and we write that as an o'clock time. So if you are not confident just yet, go back to the start and have another watch as many times as you need until you are super confident. And then as soon as you are super confident with those o'clock times, join me for the next lesson, lesson 3, which is learning how to tell the time to the half hour. Thank you for joining me today, Flippers, and I will see you next time. Bye.